There we go. That's going to be much better. So now that we're off cinema, we're going to get into Justin Bieber's case and what's going on here with Justin and Hailey's relationship. This is part 2. Yesterday, I must have mentioned something that, my baby didn't want me to talk about. So we're going to have to delete that video and kind of remake it, just because there are times where I don't get answers from him that I need right away, and I need to post something, and it's like, if he's not here contacting me, I'm not able to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'm more like taking too long to contact me, Justin. It just kind of makes me just, it forces me to throw things out there that probably shouldn't be out there. I'm not here to embarrass you in any way. But so we're going to get into the detail. What I loved about the computer was the fact that we can try to do it on TikTok. Hold on. So what we can try to do here is have this conversation. Find videos. Let's see. Let's go to TikTok. Because my YouTube is not working. My Wi-Fi is working fine. So TikTok is not opening the page either. Then it must be looks like Instagram is working. So we're going to have to contact support again because this is an issue. But right now we don't have time to contact support. So we're going to just go ahead and start discussing things here in terms of, hopefully this doesn't break. So most of the time when you are somebody's wife, your job is to, and okay, so now for those of you who don't know yet, Justin, Hailey, So we can do this on here. That's interesting. This is not that different from the laptop. I thought it was. Perhaps we should bring this down here and talk about it right here. This will be able to help me communicate better. Let's charge my Apple Pencil. So good, we have that. That's not different from the laptop. So what we can do here is get into the YouTube videos. YouTube video. Okay. Justin Bieber getting mistreated by Hailey Bieber. Mistreated by Hailey Bieber. Okay. So here, Justin Bieber being abusive towards Hailey for 5 minutes. So remember, just because someone has the money doesn't mean the person, it's okay for anyone to be abusive, of course. However, before you get into any relationship, you do have to know what you're getting yourself into. So therefore, you need to be prepared physically and mentally, and just be sure that you're ready to be in committed. Like what Justin expects of Hailey is Hailey to be there for him. But there are more times where Hailey is not being there for Justin, leaving Justin feeling lonely. He's the only one feeling dressed like he's not dressed, you know. What you have to understand is about Justin Bieber's mental health is it's not even a mental health issues. It's just, hey, if I'm feeling down, I don't want you to dress up. Like, I want you to be more like me. Let's say, for instance, like, you came to get married to me, so you're dressing like this while I dress like that. You're dressing like this. So that's just how Justin is. And I totally agree. I'm like, why is she leaving off somewhere else? You know? So to me, this looks like she just basically collected her money. She got married. She got the deal. And she decided to not want to do this with Justin. And what I don't like is how the media, and you know, if she wants, it's hot outside. If she wants to dress the way that she wants to dress the way that you want to dress. But what it looks like here is that you're not taking care of Justin Bieber's mental health. You're not helping the situation. You have helped a lot, but now you just look like more like a gold digger because you're not tending to his needs. Me personally, I'm not going outside. I don't go out. I don't hang out with friends. The struggles that I had with Justin was talking about other people's cases when I should be just focused on Justin Bieber's case. So whenever Justin wasn't giving me enough information, I would just drop his case all at once, and I'll focus on somebody else's case instead. And that will help me. That will help stimulate my mind, and it will help me sort of like feel like I've done something, you know, because if you get stuck in a case, you just don't know what to do, and you want to keep yourself busy doing other things, and but see, what Justin sees about that is I'm making myself look available for other people to take me from him, right? So he's like, I don't want you talking about other people, because then that's just going to get you into, that's going to waste your energy on somebody else when you should be focused on repairing your body to receive me, right? So all these videos I keep telling you guys are old videos of Justin and Hailey. Let's talk about this. There are things that they don't want to tell us. Justin is telling me, and Justin is not lying to you guys. So all of you who are Justin's fans, I need you to know that Justin is being honest with you guys. He's not pretending like he's in a happy relationship when he's not. He's obviously not afraid of Hailey whatsoever. I wonder if this would work. Oh, nice. It might not come out the way we want it to come out, but... So we're going to keep this like this. So this is Justin running from Hailey Bieber. The question is, why is he running from Hailey?
Don't fall, don't fall. Oh my God.
There is a reason why Justin is acting like this. That right there is not a slap of, look.
I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
And he's serious. You guys are thinking, and she's not even, no offense, she's not as pretty as you guys think are. I mean, it's not like that serious for me.
What up, Jay? What's up, Tim? Good morning, Justin.
This way, babe. Go down. You go on the other side. Go ahead. You don't fall. Don't fall. Oh my God.
So did you hear the person say, go down, you go on the other side? It sounds like they set this up. Did you hear that right now? Let's play it again. Somebody's talking to them and instructing them to do certain things. So they're probably doing certain things. Look. Now that right there is bad. Like, I know, like, even with me in my relationship with Justin, I was telling him, if you ever wanted to put your hands on me because you felt like, you just needed to express yourself, I don't mind. Because I was abused all my life, beaten on all my life. So I thought that, it was okay, like, for that kind of behavior. But if you tell a man it's okay, he's going to always do it, and he's going to do it randomly. And then that's going to piss you off. There's times where I was like, okay, if you're having sexual relationship with a guy and he puts his hands on you and he slaps you in bed, that's a whole nother story, right? That's completely different from slapping you in real life, in front of a crowd, in front of people for no reason, right? But even that doesn't embarrass me. Like, if he slaps me open hand, but he didn't slap Hailey open hand, so you know that he's not happy with her. And this video is not just to tell you that he's not happy with her, but it's to join the people that are really seeing what's really going on in this relationship, to not only to raise awareness, but to just open the eyes of many others that just don't understand, and they might want to get their children into the industry. And if you don't listen carefully to what's happened to Justin Bieber, you're going to put your child in danger by signing your child up in an industry like this that doesn't care about the artist, that disrespect. Like, be very careful before you make decisions of signing your artist to Usher's label, etc., etc. That's a whole nother company. That's a whole nother business, right? And that we're going to get into a little bit later. So listen to this.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Tim? Good morning, Justin.
This way, babe. Go down.
Go down.
You go on the other side. Go ahead. You don't fall. Don't fall.
Oh, they were probably
my
talking
God.
about somebody. They were probably talking. Okay, go down, you go on the other side. Who was she talking to? They were probably talking to someone else. It sounds like they were talking to someone else, not Hailey. So we'll figure that out. So what's happening here is Justin is putting his hands on Hailey. This is happening from what's happening inside of his house. This is happening from this kind of abusive behavior, which I don't think that he was being abusive. I think somehow, well, he was sending out a message, but Hailey Bieber here is laughing. So they were probably playing. But the way that Justin has his hand, he's not playing. I know when Justin is playing and when Justin's not. And then, Justin sent me a message and was like, he wants to wring her neck. Like, he just can't stand her. Like, you see how Justin is walking? But so when he slapped her ass, he tried to make it look friendly.
You went so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
And he's serious. And she's like, aw. And she doesn't understand. Now, Hailey Bieber was raised by, like, just getting into her psychology, her brain, why she's like that, why she's not understanding the assignment. Some women come off as if they know what they're doing. I've been one of those people, but we don't always know what we're doing. We're just put into the field without training, without explanation. So I would try to give her the benefit of the doubt. And to make this topic and conversation relevant, I'm going to try not to, my computer is still on November 1st, right here, when it should be November. Something is wrong right here. So whenever I call, I'm going to talk to them about that. So Justin Bieber was abused. Hailey, the next person that ends up marrying Justin, needs to study his case to find out what's going on, what these women are doing wrong, so she doesn't make those same mistakes. So that's my thing. So here, at first, they were happy. These things left me hurt and broken and empty. Let's listen to what Justin's saying here.
I think that I've experienced so much in my short life. I've seen so much. I've experienced a lot of things that a lot of people would look and think that would bring such fulfillment, whether it's things and cars and clothes and money and stuff and girls. And I've had a lot of stuff that really left me empty. And so I really started looking to find fulfillment. And, I realized that, the things that I thought were going to continue to give me that fulfillment, that still to this day, I feel these lies that say, hey, well, if you just get this, you'll be happy. And if you get this, you'll be happy. And
that also refers to Justin getting married to Hailey. He thought, if he got married, marriage was going to take away all his problems. Nothing takes away all problems, because all problems usually come different in different sets. They appear different. So, everything is like, you always need, it's one problem out of the way, somebody solved that problem. But, the person that he got married to, unfortunately, she's not a trained professional. She looks like a trained professional. The way she's operating a whole company called Rhode, she's thinking about lip gloss and skincare products, which is very important, which, as you can see, Justin Bieber was crying about his skincare, his skin. So that probably sent a message to Hailey's brain, like, Hailey has perfect, beautiful skin, but now that she has the finances, listening to Hailey's story, Hailey was always wanted to be a skincare person. Like, she wanted to open a skincare brand. So whenever she got married to the perfect husband or the person that she wanted to marry, that would allow her to do these things. Now, women always have to be careful who they end up marrying, because marriage is almost like a business as well in itself. So if you marry the wrong person that's going to control your life, you might end up marrying someone that won't even give you any money, won't give you an allowance, won't do, a person that, even if you're married, like, and you have, luckily we're in America, it's by law that you have to, give your wife, support your wife financially, support her mentally, support, you have to. But mentally, like, I don't know, but I know for a fact that you do have to, she does have to earn something, especially if you make a lot of money. She has to at least get money for shopping, for food, for business, for whatever she is. I think Justin wasn't clear when he married Hailey to what she was supposed to be doing, right? And I can understand why he wasn't clear. Justin had a load on his shoulders, that load being the P. Diddy case, that load being the industry, that load being him, things happening to him as a young child that shouldn't have been happening to him, which caused his brain to get out of, to fail in terms of development. It did not develop well. Like, if if they would have raised him right, he would have been making the right decisions. And I think that the way they dealt with him in court didn't help. They didn't ask about his mental. Well, a lot of people, times when you're rich, people don't ask about what's going on with your mental health. They see this person performing well, and they don't think that people that perform well suffer from their mental health. Especially if you're a little boy around adult men and being abused and molested by adult men. This messes up your brain chemistry. This makes you wonder, hey, why is this happening? Why would these adult men, like his mother, I doubt his mother was a woman that molested him. His mother was raped. His mother went through his stuff, and we'll get into her story. So his mother knows better than to raise him the wrong way, right? So he grew up around his family where he knew what was right from wrong. He knew that it could not. Hold on, guys. We're gonna move into the let's pause this. Hi guys, so here we are. We've moved over to my desk area so we can talk about Justin's case here. It's a lot easier to communicate on here. All right, so I do want to charge my pencil, but I think my pencil only works. I think we can, do you guys think we should close this laptop? Okay. We can even put it to the side. There we go. Now we have something better to work with. Okay. So here we are.
I think I really took a deep dive into the condition of my soul, and I was just hurting and broken. And so I asked God, I said, if you're real, I need you to kind of show me. And I think it says in the Bible, if
you see how when he said, God, if you're real, I need you to show me. He's been praying to God for a woman, an answer, his wife, the right one, not the problem. You know, there are problems in every situation. No one's perfect. However, there's some people that are just not doing it. Like, you know, they've done one major part, but then it just comes to, because even when I talk to Justin, there are things that I make mistakes from, but that's because I'm not being communicated to properly. I'm reaching the parts of Justin that right now, Justin, because he's a celebrity, he's a little of a untrustworthy side. Like, it's just like, well, I can't really, you know, I think now he trusts me enough. He knows I'm in a much more vulnerable position than he is. Well, in most cases, I'm just more like a regular person, which makes it a lot more, I don't know how to explain it. A lot easier for him to trust me, because for me, I try to let him know, like, hey, you know, I'm not one of those people that I'm just going to throw myself in a situation just because you have a lot of money. There's danger in wealth as well. So with that being said, if there's danger in wealth, why should I even rush to get in this relationship if I could be risking my life myself? And how are you promising me a secure future if you're not properly communicating to me, if you're playing mind games, if you're asking me for specific things, which I do understand. I just want to kind of let you know where my mind is. And it's like, when you ask someone to do something for you, you have to give them, especially if it has to do with them spending their money, if it has to do with them, you know, coming to see you for a certain, you know, I understand like you feeling like, hey, you know, if everybody else had to pay, what makes you think you have to be here for free? You know, do you need me or not? You know, because if you don't need me, I can move forward. You know, and then for me, I go to the case where I'm like, well, you know, if you're asking me for a specific amount of money to be able to get like a VIP card or a specific, we have to talk about this, babe. Even if you get mad, if you ask me to do a specific something, because if we don't talk about it, then I feel like you're trying to play me in the open. So because it's like you're not giving me enough communication in the private chats that we have. We're always just talking about sex, which is great. I love it so much. But then it's like, you know, because a lot of things that we talk about, he doesn't want to put in writing, you know, and that's understandable for his own protection and safety. And we just have to open up to this and just be like, well, if this doesn't make you feel comfortable, then I don't know if I make you feel comfortable, because I'm trying to make you understand that I'm risking my life to be with you as well, you know. And so for me, I have a lot to think about too in terms of my safety, especially the fact that you don't know what I've been through. I've showed you what I've been through, but you still don't consider it because you're too busy looking at what you've been through. And so with that being said, this makes the entire relationship feel like you're trying to make me pay to be with you, but you're not showing me. You're not showing me. And there's nothing wrong with a man that loves you to ask you for money, especially if he's in a conservatorship and he has no way of paying you that money, right? I don't believe that he's just not gonna, you know, he said he doesn't get to choose he doesn't get to choose what he can buy like before. Otherwise, he would have bought me the things that I needed. But I also think that he could be telling me that because he doesn't want me to ask him for money or anything like that. Why wouldn't I? If Haley asked for money, why wouldn't I ask for money? Haley married you in exchange for you helping her father and her family. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm fine where I'm at. I don't need too much. You know, I can sit here and recover and be better and then move on with my life and build from the ground up, you know. Or you can be with me and help support me, and we could be each other's halves, and we share the bills. We share, well, you pay the bills, you're the man, you're the one with the money. I don't have any money. So I don't think it would be fair for you to be with me and ask me for what I don't have. And the conversations the private conversations we're having, you know, he gets mad when I say, oh, so I'm asking you for money. That's exactly what you're doing. You see where I'm going with this? What is the issue? If you don't like, you know, I'm just, you're not going to make me feel uncomfortable like I'm the bad person because of the conversations that we're having, right? So here we are. It looks as if you're asking me for money. I thought you loved me, not knowing that the love is fake. This is manipulation, and I think that you should definitely grow up. And I mean that with the respect. I don't mean to say that like making you feel like you're such a boy. I mean that with all the respect. I'm like, that's manipulation. So real quick, I said, no, it doesn't look like you're asking me for money. When I posted that other video, you got the info from it. Must have been before we discussed things. Here I am, mad at myself for closing what conversation we had in private. It's really important that you explain things right away. I keep repeating this to Justin. If you don't communicate to me properly, we're not going to be able to get the things sorted out that need to be sorted out in our relationship. Then how do we move forward if we keep getting through these glitches? If you're still acting like a boy, you know, it gets to that point in our lives where we have to grow up. Especially the things that we've been through shape us to be stronger adults. So it's important for us to really, really grow up. Hold on, guys. And what you're not understanding is that there are people that need that help. And I feel like you need that help. I care about you. I don't want to lose you. But I don't want you to use those things against me. So here, let's finish listening to this. I want you to understand that I could be working on somebody else's case that could be willing to pay, that could be willing to help me. I don't want you to take me for granted. I don't want you to mentally abuse me and manipulate me instead of actually getting to the work. So Justin's mind is, if he's okay, he feels like I'm going to turn away from him and go to another case instead of focusing on him. There's nothing wrong with focusing on Justin, but when you over focus, it's like you have to find something to do with your life, with your future. And Justin just wants me to be his wife. He doesn't want me to be everything else, anything else. All that takes away from me being at home. And that's where Justin is like, I put in the work to hear you say misery is misery is missing your company. So he's basically saying, I worked very hard to be with you, to spend these crazy little nights, to fight, to argue. I paid for this. I went through hell for this. So I need you here. Completely understandable. No matter what, just be here. I went through that. This is what I'm getting from him. That's understandable, but we still have to be careful, right? I just still kind of help you understand what I've been through. And I know you don't want to think about other things, which I'm not bringing that up. But you being a leader, I want you to, it's a lot safer for you and for us when you don't come off as selfish, even if you don't care. And it's not that Justin doesn't care, it's that he's broken. So I need you guys to understand that. So let's get into this.
You will find me. And rather than seeking after these other things, I just kind of started looking to God. And he showed me, that I was worth saving, that I was worth dying on the cross for, that I was worth, that my life was worth, that I was worthy. And it had nothing to do with what I did, because at that time I was such a hurting, broken person who was doing a lot of bad things, and so
and just to remind Justin, babe, you were doing those bad things because bad things were being done to you. You were rebelling because rebellion was pressed against you. People wanted you to be a bad boy. They didn't want to do. Justin Bieber probably got into the industry, I'm just guessing, and started educating them, and they didn't like that he was educating them. And so they're like, suck my dick, do this, do that, do this, do that. Put him with P. Diddy. Justin Bieber wasn't educated about the black community, what he should or he should not say, so he wasn't careful enough. Instead of them dealing with him properly like they should deal with a child, the industry, Usher was completely in it. And we can't put this on the entire industry because everybody has a different label. And so it was Usher who failed to do the right thing. It doesn't matter if Usher was a victim. Victims should learn from their own mistakes not to become rapists as well. When I was raped, I didn't become a rapist. I became an understanding human being. I refuse to be that person that does what happened to me to another person. What makes me any different from that person if I don't learn from that person's mistakes? See, there are people in life that make mistakes so that you can learn. People that don't make those mistakes can learn so they don't have to make those mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? So those people are specifically made on this planet to be the leading example of what you should not do as a human being, right? Of what you should not do so that you can be able to, so you don't have to make those same mistakes, right? So that those issues don't have to rise up in any way, and you can definitely learn from those mistakes. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and continue this video and listen to what he's going on and on about. So Haley, in for future references, because I think you pretty much have erased that I'm for you, which is exactly what Haley said. I'm for you you ruined that. And so he doesn't feel like you're for him. And so he doesn't feel like you're for him. You've ruined it. There's nothing you can say at this point to change his mind. Nothing, because he already sees what's inside of your heart. And once a man sees what's inside of your heart, they already know you're dark. There is evil in you. We don't belong together. You belong to somebody else. You're somebody else's problem. We're just waiting for this course of this relationship or marriage to be over and move on to the next character, to the next person that I actually belong to, right? There are times in life where God puts you in situations where you become the blessing to someone else while that person is a curse to you, right? So keep that in mind. And yeah, let's keep going.
I felt like, what did I do to deserve, the Creator's love? And so he just, showed me, you're worth it. I died for you. I love you. I forgive you. You're redeemed. You're mine. I love you. I'm obsessed with you. And
Jesus really loves you guys. Jesus really loves you. He hates that he's the broken one, not Justin. Jesus is the broken one, but nobody's really tending to his needs. Jesus sees that worshiping me is still not taking away my problems. Jesus has problems too. People think Jesus is healed, but he has borderline mental issues and emotional stress issues and abandonment issues. This is why you felt abandoned. You went through this to share in the same suffering as Christ. A real man was crucified. A real man was put on the cross so you can be here. So I want you to take his life seriously if you don't take anybody else's life seriously. Do you really love Jesus Christ the way you say you love Jesus Christ? If you really love Jesus Christ, you would take his life seriously by not even charging me to see you. I would say that. I'll do what I have to do, but just keep in mind that even Jesus paid a price that was absolutely unfair. I paid a price and we shared in that suffering with Jesus Christ. And it was not right. It was unfair. Where do we end this? Where do we get you to be understanding? To be sympathetic? Because even you've said it, that money ain't shit, fine with you, babe. Give it all away just to get you back. So then, now this looks like you tricked God into believing that. This says that you tricked God into believing that you were this person that you really were not. So you tricked God into believing that even after what you went through, you were willing to be the forgiving one. When someone is hurt, it's hard for them to forgive. But if I walked around being an unforgiving person everywhere I went, I wouldn't be here today. I would be angry because Justin doesn't know what I suffered to be with him. It made me angry. I don't understand. Why him? Why do I have to love him? Why do I have to love anyone? Why do I have to be involved in this? We are people. We have no choice but to be here. We have no choice but to deal with each other in the best ways possible. So what I'm trying to do here real quick is go back to the part of the video where remember how it looked like a computer, like the way my laptop looked? Maybe it's this. Yeah, that's what that is. So perfect. So we go to Safari, we go to YouTube. It's very important to record because then you really have an understanding where Let me take my sweater off yet, guys. You get to remember how your computer works. Because my computer is like, it's not the computer, it's me, it's my brain. I completely forget how to work on stuff. And so here we are on Safari. We're going to YouTube. We're going to search up. See how it goes. Okay. See, real quick. Hailey
Bieber's Rhode skin is in big trouble. We gotta talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian, and I cover all things pop culture. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend who is doing all things messiness, pop culture, and just here to keep you company, if you're having a rough day, if you're going through something, if you want a distraction, I'm here, girl. I would be so grateful. I just want to say thank you guys so much. We reached 94K. So grateful. I'm just so thankful and grateful for issues going on with Hailey Bieber's Rhode lip gloss because it just received an F rating. F as in farm, fuck, and fun. Okay. Have you ever had some fun, fuck, and a fun?
And imagine why that would be. I mean, as good as Hailey products are, the way Hailey is is introducing herself to the world is very bad. She's introducing herself to the world as a very evil person. She used and abused man's money to build a company of her own and ignore his pains, ignore everything that he went through, ignore everything that he suffered from. This is why I was cursing Hailey out. I was so hurt, and I wanted her to feel what Justin Bieber felt when he was out there.
Fun fact in a farm. I gotta go. It says, okay, so rating from the Better Business Bureau for horrible mold smell. All right, here we go. Let's read this. It says, Hailey Bieber skincare and makeup company Rhode has been hit with an F rating by the Better Business Bureau after complaints from customers. Hailey launched Rhode in 2022 with skincare products before delving into makeup a year later. Though Rhode has made a name for itself in the industry with products like peptide lip treatment and glazing milk for hydration, customers have turned to the Better Business Bureau with complaints about the brand. Rhode currently has an F rating with the Better Business Bureau. One customer complaints from August 2024 read, I have sent this to the Rhode team repeatedly. Dear Team Rhode, I'm still having this issue, no refund. I was issued a refund on a return last July 23rd of $25. It is now over 3 weeks later and I haven't received that refund. I contacted customer service twice, still no refund. I am upset. Can someone please fix this? Rhode response.
And this is one of the biggest reasons why if you ever get married to somebody and they marry you, this is Justin Bieber's money. And it became yours when you married Justin. Right? There's nothing wrong with building something for yourself to make your husband feel better, your client feel better. However, when you do this, it takes away from the client. It takes away the I'm for you. I'm here. Hailey is saying I'm for you when she's really not for Justin. She's for Rhode. She's for herself, right? This makes Justin very mad and hurt. And that's why he made this song Lonely. I've had everything, but no one's listening. I'm listening. I'm doing my best to listen, but keep in mind that, Justin struggles emotionally and mentally. And so I'm trying to help him understand a few things about myself as well. There are some things, if you don't talk to me in private, I'm going to bring it out in the open. I've got to do something to get some answers,
Responded to the complaint over a month later, claiming a refund was issued August 26, 2024. Others complained about the quality of the products, as one customer wrote in July 2024, quote, I placed an order in June and I received it around the 26th of June. I immediately emailed Rhode because my lip glosses all smelled like mold and were grainy, and my blushes were smooshed and looked like the box maybe had been destroyed in transit.
So make sure you take pictures of this. What I don't appreciate is people lying. I'm not saying that you guys are lying because I have Rhode products. Let me show you something. Okay, so let's put this to the side. Ever since I started using Rhode products, my skin has been a lot better, has been a lot healthier. Sorry there's makeup on this bag because I put it inside of my purse here, and my purse has makeup inside of it that has fallen, so I have to clean my purse. I have to wash my Rhode bag. I do love and appreciate that there's this little cute bag here. I didn't want to judge a person without giving them a shot first, right? I didn't want to be the kind of leader that just automatically attacks someone without seeing the bright side or seeing the situation from a much brighter point of view, right? So as you guys can see, Rhode products, they don't have mold smell, not to me. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, see the difference here, it does have a mold smell. It does. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't realize it, but I think it's just because it's not scented. It's scented a certain way, but the mold, yeah, I see what you're saying. Wow, yeah. But, you know, that's not a big deal. It's just a smell, the way it smells. So what Haley can do different here is put more of a scent or no scent. It's probably the reason it smells like that is the product that is the ingredients that are in there. This Fenty Skin smells amazing. Don't focus too much on the smell, guys. Focus on the actual product, right? Because as long as the ingredients are great, it doesn't matter what it smells like. It matters what it smells like, of course, but as long as it's up to you if you're going to continue to just use it, right? If you like it, if it works for you. How I see this is it works for my skin very well versus this. I can use this just for makeup. It can remove the makeup off my face, but Rhode skincare products definitely work the best on my skin. They give me that hydration that I need. My skin feels hydrated without my skin breaking out. I use the Fenty Skin. I'm finishing this up. I use the Fenty Skin sunscreen. I love how I don't have to worry about missing a step. This is a lot. So I wish she could do something like put a hole here and make it like this. So trying to give her some advice on how to be better and not just calling her a bad person. I think that's very important. I'm always the first to apologize for my mistakes, but I need her to understand that when we struggle with our mental health, we're just saying whatever we feel, right? To make ourselves feel better. We're not thinking about the person hurting us. But in this case, Haley's just trying to make it available to heal not only Justin's fans, but as well as her fans as well. And to help Justin feel better. There is a milk, I forget where my milk is. So there's the milk thing. I do have the lip gloss here. The lip gloss, oh, wow. It doesn't smell like mold, but it does smell like like there's something. But that's not the important thing. I think people are just trying to make all these excuses to knock Haley out and not showing her, not giving her the props. But you see me, the difference between me and them is that I'm an actual honest person. I don't mean to be an actual honest person to get any praise. I just would like that same kind of honesty. And I believe in the power of the universe. And if you continue to tell lies about things, you're never going to find the right people in your life that are going to be loyal and honest with you because you were never loyal and honest with them to begin with. What I do love about the Fenty Skin products is I love this fat water pore refining serum, which is something I will continue to purchase. This one's broken, so I can't really use this little tip, but I think Haley should do this with all her products. You see how there's a little hole? That's a start. That's going to help miss a step. So how do we help Haley get better as a person? So in case Justin decides he wants to stay with her, I don't want us to be hateful and jealous and starting over with someone with people with someone new is a lot. But for Justin, he doesn't care because he's not happy with Haley, especially when he's found someone such as myself to replace her. It's up to him on how bad he wants me to be in his life. You know, and in his head, he's thinking, well, don't you want to be in my life? How bad do you want me to be in your life? Because all the music that I've wrote is for you. And it's talking about you. Most of it, at least, except for whatever album he said he wrote for Haley. But